Do you know what philately is? No. Do you know what philately is? No. Do you also not know what philately is? Then you're not the only one. Join us as you explore science, technology and environment through Karnapex organized by Karnataka Poster. Stay tuned and find out. Karnapex, as the name stands for Karnataka Postal Exhibition, is a state-level philatelic exhibition, and this year is its 13th year. This festival of stamps is to help promote philatelic activity, help philatelists showcase their exhibitions, and also to help them compete at state and national level. Philately is the hobby of collecting stamps, and the people who do it are called philatelists. Now, the history of stamps dates back to 1852, when Lord Baton Frere from the East India Company introduced stamps to India. Now, our generation does not care much for stamps, but back in the day, collecting stamps and people who are passionate about stamps were given more importance. Now, the government of Karnataka has taken an initiative like this, and it has been continued for 13 years, and this shows how much importance is given for philatelists in Karnataka. This year, Karnapex is being held from 5th to 8th. On 5th, the theme is History and Culture of Karnataka. On 6th, Science, Technology and Environment. On 7th, Mental Health and Sports. And 8th is Women Empowerment. Various events like Bharatanatyam, Yakshagana are also being held apart from this stamp exhibition.
690 frames filled with stamps at Sree Kanteerava Indoor Stadium pay tribute to Karnataka's diverse heritage.
Hi, I am Gausali Zamir. Just call me Zamir. I am a Bangalorean, an engineer by education and an entrepreneur by profession and a stamp collector, philatelist by passion, you can say. So when you say something about pre-independent India, generally comes to mind about British people, the Britishers. They were ruling the bigger part of India, but we also had some other Europeans like the French who ruled over Pondicherry and the Portuguese who ruled over Goa and there were small territories, very, very small, minute territories when compared to the British territory. So I have shown here the stamps of French Indian territory, the part where Pondicherry was the capital. These stats from actually 1861 onwards, before the advent of stamps, how the covers used to come, and then they started the stamps. And one good thing about French India is, though being a European country, they issued stamps on Indian culture. And we have stamps on Brahma. These are the only stamps issued by any country on Brahma until 15 years back almost. 15 years back, even Malaysia or Thailand, they issued stamps on Brahma. But till then, these were the only stamps on the world on Brahma. And see, we have some stamps here. The temple architectures, the temple, the Kali temple near Pondicherry.
It is interesting to see that a small rectangle can capture an entire history, and now we do it through phones. But then at that point in time, it was a very effective medium of communication. Now, when you look here, they've covered important events like circus, entertainment events. But then when you move here, you can see a lot of information about elephant hunting and tusk hunting, which are something that we are still dealing with.
Multiple workshops like envelope art, mandala art, journaling, and origami were conducted for students throughout the event.
Hi, I'm Rishi Upimanyu, and I've been collecting stamps for almost 30 years now. This is a nice experience to be here because I got my stamp also done here, and it's just a great environment to see a lot of people, stamps which I have been collecting for a really long time. My experience has been really good in terms of the way the whole philately has evolved. Earlier we used to exchange stamps and all. Now it's much easier, but at the same time it's difficult in terms that we don't send letters, right? So it's a different world. So overall a nice experience.
Do you feel bad that this generation does not understand the importance of stamps and letters?
Yes, they do. I think email has taken everything away. But when you actually get introduced these kids back to how it was and how the things are, they really are fascinated about it. And it is good to see the crowd here today. I was there not expecting this crowd. And I thought there will be like hardly any people, but good to see so overwhelming everyone. So yes, it is just that we have to create an environment and awareness and then bring the people back, because stamps has a huge history, and it's amazing to collect stamps, and that's the sets, the miniature script, sheets and all. So it's a different world. So once you are introduced to it and adopt that and then grow that hobby, then I think it's one of the best hobbies.
As consumers of media, it's also important for us to know and understand the evolution of communication. Here at Karnapex, we see the story of telegraph thanks to Sandesh visual collection. Telegraph were also important for the British to quell the 1857 revolt, which allowed them for swift communication.
My name is Anwar Azim Chaudhary from Bangladesh, Dhaka. My profession is tour operator and travel agency, domestic and international tour operator in Bangladesh.
Sir, do you come for this event every year?
Every year.
How pretty share is the experience?
Very good experience, new management system, very nice.
Other event highlights included an open art area featuring hand-painted tattoos, caricatures, portraits and a postcard workshop. Miss Ruchika from Delhi and others, in association with USK Bengaluru, visited Karnapex 2024 over the weekend to sketch. Personalized poetry was beautifully typed out by Ms. Ruby Nas on a typewriter by engaging with people about themselves and their loved ones in a 5 to 10 minute conversation. The visitors were also able to make themselves custom bookmarks as per their choice. Philatelic organizations in and around the country display their unique collections. Stalls were also set up by organizations such as NIMHANS and ISRO, as well as other government-related schemes and products. Apart from philatelists, various people including students, artists and the general crowd attended this festival of stamps. There was also a caricature wall mount where visitors were able to doodle and sketch. Yakshagana, originating in Karnataka, is a traditional Indian dance drama that combines vibrant costumes, dynamic music, and expressive dance. At Karnapex, a Yakshagana puppet show was performed on day 2. Apart from these cultural events, a few stalls were also set up, allowing people to write postcards to their loved ones. We also wrote and sent a few.